Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. First off, I would like to thank everyone who rode with me everywhere that I was going today. Thank you. Um, but there's a larger problem. Um, it's Val. Okay. Val, Valerie, Eval. I'm just throwing this out here right now because I just did not like. Hi, Tiff. Hi. I did not like Val's attitude this evening. Um, we were having a phone call and we were talking with another girlfriend. And y'all know I'm a cat lady. Let me let this motherfucker know. Cause I'm talking about her and I want Val to know, oh, there she is. I want Val to know that I don't like hi Gina. I don't like how she talks to me about my cats. She's like, I would tell that cat to get out my, you know, I, Val talks about her dog. I never say anything. I never say anything. It's all about your cats. Val, I need you to stop. I need you to stop um, doing too much. I need you to stop. Um, just stop doing too much. My dog is human. See, I just got upset. I just got upset. I had to bring it down. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Val. Um, and I forgive you. Um, I'm just putting this out here so I could have witnesses. Let me take a sip of coffee. Delicioso. I only like my grandcat. I love him. What the fuck, Gina? I don't like this. Okay? You can't just like one fucking cat, Gina. I deal with so much on a day-to-day basis with Valerie. Not Val, because I'm upset. I deal with a lot with Valerie. And I just find it very off-putting that she, don't and my cats love her. Roxanne is so hostile. Mm, I could say the same thing about you. Isn't that like the pot calling the kettle black? Kittle. I'll say it like that. Val, I'm just going to be honest with you. And I need witnesses before I go to sleep. I'm going to need you to be more supportive. You're my, I'm your tiny bestie. Oh my God, that was so sweet. See, now it's so hard for me to be mean to you, you asshole. Oh, Val, don't make me fucking smile. Let's stay on topic. I don't have time for your shit right now, Val. I don't. I don't have time for your shit. Val, in order for this to be a cohesive friendship, and we don't have to like the same things. We don't. I need you to be more feline supportive for me and low key. Now, I have a normal size house cat. Low key has a mountain lion in her house. That's all I'm saying. No shade. It's just her fucking cat that lives with. She got two cats that live with her. These motherfuckers is big as hell. I'm like, and I did ask her what was she feeding them? And I kind of feel like, and she was like, oh, they just take like salmon, Auntie. Auntie Little Man. Yeah, that's me. I'm Auntie Little Man. Um, I'm not sure what low key feeds her cats. But her cats are like the size of like mid-sized dogs, like way bigger than Chihuahua. I'm just like, what the fuck? Cause she was we were video chatting and her cat only likes fresh catnip, which is real bougie shit. I'm like, your cat only like fresh catnip. So, she's giving the cat some catnip and the cat got up there and that motherfucker was like the size of a 2-year old. I'm just like, what the fuck is really going on? But it is what it is. My thing is that I would just like for Val to be more feline friendly. And I did tell her I was going to do a quick live due to my discontent. And I get discontented. That's not a word, but discontent actually is. Discontentment is a word, but I just made up a word. But I want Val to be more supportive of me being a feline friendly person. And that's it. That's all I ask for. I'm not asking for anything else. I've had a fabulous day. Val had a fabulous day. Church, family, good solid shit. And then I talk to her and she just maligns me and just tries to make me feel bad. And yes, I'm sad fishing right now and I want sympathy. And that's it. That's really all I have to say. Val, I know it's your bedtime. Good night. I love you. You could just drop down, you know, because you're mean and you're not feline friendly. There's nothing wrong with cats. I love you. I mean, but that's your fault. We didn't do it. Me and Loki are just cat friendly. And it's so amazing. Loki likes cats. She likes birds and shit. I'm just like, that's like so up my alley. We need you. She needs, oh, I hope she doesn't see this. I'm going to call and tell on you. Hold on. Oh, I'm going to tell on you. I'm going to tell. Yeah, that was kind of mean because you're saying her cat is overweight. Good night, Val. Good night. Let me tell her what you said. Yeah, this is Val's bedtime. Between 10 o'clock and 11, she's out of here. If she doesn't pick up, I'm going to leave her a message. Girl, did you see what Val said about your cat? Bitch, bitch, she said, I love you. Low key needs to get her cat some Wegovy. The shade that she just throws. She said, hi, Empress. She said that her cat is all muscle, Val, and he don't need no motherfucking Wegovy. Wegovy. Yeah, that's the name of it. But can you see the shade she just threw? Right. I can't either. That's so nasty. No, well, we had to put holes in the Amazon box, and we can't send the cat through Amazon. We have to find a cat person in her area. Oh, yeah, and just send a cat to her house. Oh, she said, "We're gonna get you, Val. We're gonna fucking get you, Val." Yeah, but I will, yeah, Val just said some very mean shit. Oh, she said, "So true. I'm going to bed, Roxanne." Wait, "I'm going to bed, Roxanne." I can't see what she's saying. And then she said, "Roxanne is crazy. Hey, wavy hand, my love, Empress." Yeah, hi, Empress. We love you too. Val, eh, she, Low-key said hi too. We don't have to put up with this type of shit. Don't send me no cats. Oh, just because you said that shit, B, we going to send you a motherfucking cat to your house. And I'm going to make sure it's a nice, like a Persian. Something that you really can. Hi, Stormy. Hi, Stormy. Oh, Val said, "I'm asleep." You see how she treats us? Girl, my cats only like their dry catnip. They think it's marijuana. Yeah. I sprinkle it on their cat house, and I have a catnip spray. And I spray it on the catnip house, and they get up there and they be like, "Oh, oh, oh." Girl, the catnip spray is everything. Mm, and it's full of catnip. No, just buy the catnip spray. Did you know they have catnip wine? Nah, girl, you know what? I'm gonna find the catnip wine. I only bought it one time. Me and my cats was fucked up. It was, well, I ain't got no dog, but eventually when we move, I'm gonna get a dog. But I want my dogs and a dog. I'm not getting more than one. Because, Val doesn't have a dog. She has a wolf living in her house. Yeah, that dog, that's like an abnormally large dog. Like, no, I mean, you're like the cat, I thought it was like a mountain lion or something jumping up on the couch. The cat's head is like the same size as your fucking head. Like, that's just like, you just have like outdoor big cats living in your house. So you're a serious cat lady. I love that so much. That's why I can't wait to move because I'm going to make a cat refuge in the back of my house. Like, where they can have like a warm place to come in the winter. Right. A sanctuary. Oh my God. Girl, get out my fucking head. You said sanctuary. I love that so much. But see, you have that big ass backyard and shit. Oh, but whenever you're ready, let me know. Because I asked my sister, because she has a really huge backyard. I asked her, could I put some like cat houses in her backyard? And she told me no. I was offended slightly, but I might just, if I tell her one, she'll do it. Because I was trying to put like four back there so they can go in there. And then she was like, they're going to be shitting in my backyard. And I'm just like, I'll come clean it up. No, no, I'm not trying to give him no condo. I'm just trying to give him some place to be warm. You can go shit in the neighbor's grass. Oh, Val just said, don't talk about my big dog. Why did we get off the phone? LOL. This is so weird. Um, well, okay, well, I'm just gonna finish my live and finish talking bad about Val and her hatred towards cats, and that's it. I'm only gonna say, right. She just said only say nice stuff about her, and I am because you like cats. you know. But Val, you're mean and you don't like cats, and you talked about my cats. You talked about low keys, very large cats, which I did too, so I'm not gonna throw no shade. Um, Val, you're mean, and we're gonna send a cat to your house. Period. All right, girl. Yeah. Well, we have to find a shelter that has video chat so we could pick out the right cat to send to her house. We need to get a cat to match her dog. And her dog is black, but he has a goatee. He got the goatee around his like dog face, and like his little whiskers on the side of his face are like shimmery gray. So we need to get like maybe a gray and black cat to match her cat. Go to bed. Good night. I love you. We love you too. Your cats are ill. Eh, Ill. But we're going to send a cat to your house. Do you really want to send a cat to her house? I have her address. Right. But it has to be a kitten. It can't be like no mountain lion like your cat or overly needy cat like my cat. This bitch is still laying in my bed. Huh? Mm. We're sending a cat to your house, Val. We're going to start looking for one tomorrow. Actually, no, not tomorrow, Tuesday. I have your address, Val. Oh, she said you're going to think it's a fur. And it's not a fur. It's just going to be a ball of fur and love. And the baby's going to love it. The whole family will thank me later. And low key. Okay. Well, good night, low key. God bless you. And thank you for being on my side. Right. Like in this instance, I need you to choose a side. Okay. I don't put friends in those positions like, hey, either you like me or woo woo woo. I don't usually do that, but in this instance, I want you to take my side because Val is evil. On the cat level, most definitely, she's horrible. Everything else, she's pristine. She said we love you, Val, for that. But we love you for being the person that you are. We don't like you because you don't like cats. That's fucked up. And this motherfucker got all these furs. It girl, you can't send your cat. Girl, that your cat would definitely be a good throw over the shoulder or, with the head hanging off of it. Hang up and go to sleep, weirdo. No, you're weird. You're fucking weird. I love you too. Good night. Let me conclude my live. I will talk to you tomorrow. God bless you. All right, ciao. Girl, I am. Bang, 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 bang. Okay. Okay, so Loki said good night, Val. She said you're a weirdo too. She said, and I'm just embellishing on what she said. You're weird too, and we're still sending a fucking cat to your house. Okay? So how about that? And there's nothing you can do about it. What are you gonna do? Who are you gonna report us to? Irresponsible homeowner. And we're gonna send a cat to your house. So you go to bed. And that's it. But anyway, Val has been very mean to myself this evening. Um, she's been very mean to low key. Um, and she doesn't respect our choices with pets, and we don't particularly like that. We're gonna let that slide because we actually really love this broad. So that's it. Anywho, I'm gonna lay here and watch TV and wrap my hair back up in a knot and go to sleep. I love you all. Thank you for everyone who was with me today on my drives to and fro. Um, get some rest. It's not me, Empress. I swear to God, it's fucking Val. It's not me. It's not me. There's something wrong with Val. You know, and Empress, I need you to be on my side. I need people to pick sides now. I'm just being honest. I want you to be on me in low key side. Val was very mean to us. Val said some really lowbrow shit to us, and she was just really mean today. And that's just like, ugh, so gross. But anyway, I have to find my show to watch. I would like to thank everybody who went everywhere with me today. You guys are fucking awesome. And I'm going to find my show. And that's it. Wait a minute. I'm on your side. I have 6 cats. Oh, Empress, you're perfect. I will be sharing this with Low Key tomorrow. I didn't know you had 6 cats. Oh my God. Like in the pantheon of favorite people, you are literally at the top. You have 6 cats. Okay, not trying to put you on the spot or anything, but I don't know if you follow me on Roxy's Lady Lounge on Instagram. Can you send me a picture of the cats? I love cats so much. Oh my God. I'm literally a cat lady. I've loved cats since I was a little girl. Please send me a picture of all your cats and your dog because I'm not prejudiced like Val. Valerie, thank you so much. Did you have a good time tonight? Yes. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. I gotta pee. Afton, did you show the cat where her glitter box got moved to? Ugh, I'm back. Oh, oh, shit. It's a little nippy. Okay, so before I went to the bathroom, yes, I had a fantastic time today. And now that I know Empress has 6 cats, I feel like she's better than everyone. Just putting that out there. No shade. But I'm gonna explain something to you guys. If Val wasn't a really awesome person, and see, Princess likes cats too. Well, Princess likes cats. Val's just a great person. She can be mean from time to time, And I heard I can be really nasty too. And I'm just like, what? But I can. And I accept that. But one of the things about me with cats, I just always loved cats. Ever since I was a little girl, I just always, shit, oh shit, had an infinity. Hold on. Sonny boy, please come here. I always like cats, you know, and I've always liked dogs too. I'm just not a person who doesn't like animals. I've always been I've always been a very animal friendly. Miss Val needs right. I think if Val accepted felines in her life, I think that would probably damn near make Val perfect. You know, anyone who likes cats, you're already there with me. I already think you're perfect. And you could be the most horrible person ever. Yeah. Can you turn this, please? Turn it. Just turn it. Just turn. It's a twist off. And go dump this. Your Aunt Val is not fond of cats. Here, put this in the microwave. Bless her soul. Yeah, I know. No, just put it in the microwave. That makes me very uncomfortable. Um, I just be feeling like it's something about cats, and it's something about cat energy. You know, when I be sad, and that's the same way with dogs. When I'm sad, my cats like, oh, real quick, get that bookcase and put in there out the hallway, in the front hallway, because they're gonna reskim the hallway. I don't know, but that? Yeah, and the chair. Just put it over there. But lay the runners back out. When I was a little girl, my first cat I ever had, his name was Toby. He was black and white. He's a tuxedo cat. Um, I've just always been a cat lady. And Empress, now that I know that you have 6 cats, oh, here goes my cat. Come on, honey. Come here. Now that I know you have 6 cats, I just think you're perfect. I'm going to drink some Prosecco. Most people who don't like cats, I just be like, ooh, something about you I don't like. But Val has a cat spirit, and I need her to manifest that. But also, I need Val not to be so negative when it comes to cats. That's basically it. I don't ask Val for a lot. And Val acts like, just ask her for a lot of shit. I don't. You, Empress said, cats ward off evil spirits and negative energy. Dogs protect us more in the physical world. Girl, Empress, you better stop fucking playing with me. I'm here with you, baby. We here. We're here. See, dogs. Yes, Stormy. Yes. For some reason, and wait, for some reason on this mountain there are a lot of strays because cats adapt to in a different way. Dogs and cats were domesticated, and the first animal like that we have as pets now were cats, and cats have been domesticated for I don't know how long because I've only been here 54 years, but they've been domesticated for a long time. See, the thing about cats are very self-sufficient. They don't need you to take them for a walk and shit like that. You know, um, and they're clean. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, dogs are nasty, because dogs aren't nasty, you know. Um, but they serve different purposes. And you're right. Cats do ward off evil spirits. Let me tell you something. My cats know when like energy's off and shit like that. Dogs will bite the fuck out of you. They'll protect you. Mm-mm-mm. But I love animals, y'all. That's my whole problem. I just want all sorts of animals, but I can't have all those animals. You know what I mean? I think it's like the nurturing side of me that I just want to, oh, there goes one of my cats. I only have 2 cats. And I'm kind of jealous of you, Empress. You have 6 cats. If you don't send me the pictures tonight, I'm going to be so fucking mad. I need them before the morning, okay? A collective picture of all the cats, separate pictures, the cats laying down, sunbathing. I just love my cats. And my husband always knew, like from the time we met, I'm like, I'm a cat lover. And he's really not. Oh, this little net. Get the fuck away. Um, my husband is not a cat person, but my cats love him so much, and he just be like, "Grr." And I was like, don't be like that. They love you. If you remember, in the old days, they used to say witches have a familiar. Can someone put something a familiar that could be any animal, but usually a cat? That's why they always show witches with cats. I'm not a witch, but I'm a witchy bitch, but I love cats. I love cats. And people who like cats, I love them too. And I'm not opposed to people, who like dogs. I like dogs too. You know, um, Hold on. A little prosecco. It's been a celebration day. Delicioso. Hi, Ja. A witchy man. No, you know, but cats have gotten really bad reps. Oh, here comes my cat. Watch this. Come here, honey. Come here. Come here. Come here now. See, look at that. You love me. Oh, I love you so much. Oh, I know, right? You're awesome. Dave Chappelle, Rick James. It's a celebration, bitches. That's right. Oh, give me a kiss. Mm, 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 mm. Y'all see the mind control I got over my cat? But if I had a dog, I would still have the same mind control because I'm an animal person. Oh, she licked my arm. Lick my arm. But I want to get up because I'm going to go in the lady lounge. Honey, you love me? You love me so much? Oh my God. This is just so perfect. Honey, honey, honey. Mm, mm. Oh my God, you all. These are the things that make me happy. Okay, hold on. Let me go put on my robe because if I get up, one of my titties gonna fall out, and people be like, hold on. Watch out, cat. Move, move. I'm trying to get up. You can't stay when I'm trying to get up. All night long, all night, all night. I'm not. Ugh. Hold on, everyone. I'm putting on a robe and going up to my lady lounge to sit down. But I put on a robe because I didn't want one of my titties to fall out and people start to clown. That's all I would need. Would be for one of my titties to fall out. Be like, ooh, she was on there, her titty fell out. Like they don't have titties. You know what the problem is? They don't have nice titties. People who complain about things like that usually don't have nice titties. That's not my problem. But anyway, back to what I was saying about cats. In ancient Egypt, cats were deities. Okay, come up front to my lady now. We're getting something done up front, so we moved everything out of here. And my cat litter box is in my lady lounge, and this just doesn't smell really cool. I might have to clean this motherfucker. They'll be doing work up front for the next 3 days. And my cat is really confused right now. Oh my God, I have to clean this cat litter box out. I just cleaned it out yesterday. But the lady lounge smells like cat shit. I've had 3 cats/kittens. One of them seemed to have a heart. It's absolutely beautiful. Bobcat tail. He is black and has the biggest green eyes. The other 2 are beautiful as well. They are black and white and gray. Girl, if you don't send me those pictures tonight, I'm going to be so sad. Don't make me sad. Val already broke my heart. So between the cats you feed and Empress, I'll let you slide, Stormy, because you're feeding the cats. But Empress, I'm going to need the pictures tonight. No shade, but I'm going to need it tonight. But yeah, when they show like old pictures of King Tut's tomb and shit, he had mummified cats in that motherfucker. Because cats protect you. Do you protect me, honey? Speak. She's not talking right now. But yeah. I just love animals. That's just me. I'm one of those people. I don't like seeing people do humans wrong, especially humans. I don't like to see animals being mistreated, because it just be like, thank you, Empress. I appreciate that. Because otherwise, I'm going to be mad at you. And I'll do a live about you if you don't send me the pictures. Okay. Just being honest. And I will make posts about you with cat pictures. Um, like, I don't know. I just don't like people who are mean to animals. Like, that's like one of those things. Like, if you could be mean to old people, babies, and animals, you're a fucking pussy. You're a punk. And I just don't like people who do things like that. I just don't. I'm into cohesiveness. Now I'm not one of those bitches. I'm not gonna try to go pet a whale or no tiger or lion. Cause certain things you should just leave the fuck alone, you know. But I will try to like pet a squirrel, talk to a squirrel. I agree. Animals can't protect themselves. Oh my God, Stormy, do not make me fucking cry because I will fucking cry. Like a long, long time ago. And I'm going to tell you how long ago this was. I was a sophomore in high school, right? And the neighborhood we lived in was really nice. But one of our neighbors who owned this building moved out, and they let these people move in. And I said, these people. And this was my first experience with pit bulls. They had a pit bull, right? And I was sitting in my family's TV lounge, and I looked out the window, and this guy, his name is Roy. I know his whole family to this day. I don't know what Roy doing, but I know the rest of his family, they cops, right? I was a kid. Well, I wasn't a kid, I was a teenager. And Roy had a cat by the neck with a dog chain, and he was slamming it on the ground. Hi, Sparkle. And I looked out the window and I was like, what are you doing? And he was like, they were doing that so the pit bull could attack the cat. And I called the police on them. And just so everyone knows, don't do anything wrong in front of me. I will call the police on you. Big snitch. Call me what you want. I'll fucking tell on you. I sure in the fuck will. But that really hurt me. And I think about that a lot, because I just don't understand how people are so shitty. You know, it's people out here in the world who are really good to animals and bad to humans. You have to learn to be good to your own first, human beings. And if you can't be good to them, leave them the fuck alone. But you can be good to all animals. I'm one of those people I done gave to the wildlife thing. You know that commercial that come on late at night and it's Sarah McLachlan saying, "In the arms of an angel." And you see the dogs and the cats in kennels, and they got boogers and shit all in their eyes, and they be all emaciated and shit. That shit make me mad sad. And I send that $9.99. But see, the thing about it is, they be trying to pull the money from my Cash App card. So unless I put money on my Cash App card, when they go to try to get the money, it's not there. That's the same way with my, subscriptions and shit. So anyone that I have a subscription to, if they come to try to get the money and it's not there, I just got to put a few dollars on it. Bear with me. But yeah, that commercial breaks my heart. And this is why God, okay, this is why God don't want me to have a house. He want me to have a nice size house, but he don't want me to have no whole bunch of land because he knows if I did, I would be fostering animals, and you know, people be calling me late at night like, "Hello," and I'd be like, they're like, "Oh, we have some kittens. We found some," and I'd be like, "Bring them to me." God don't want all that because that would upset my husband, and I don't want my husband upset. But I do love animals. I really do. If I didn't love animals, I wouldn't have two chinchillas, two guinea pigs, and two cats. But I'd be like, I told Princess or Val, I was like, sometimes I feel like I want to buy land and like have like a farm. And then I had to reconsider it because having a farm is expensive. And I wouldn't just want cows and pigs, and I don't want to kill any of them or nothing like that. I don't want to eat none of those motherfuckers. I want some chicken so I can have eggs, but that's different. I just don't want to I just want cows, just maybe to get some fresh milk, make fresh butter, chicken for eggs, and maybe just two pigs, but I don't want them to reproduce because I would feel bad if I had to sell them and people were gonna like make them into baby back ribs or something. Excuse me. So, no, but that's just where I am mentally. I just be feeling like in my day to day life, I have so much going on. So when I go outside, and I feed the birds and I feed the squirrels. Or I go to where I know stray cats are and I leave them some wet food and some dry food. It makes me feel good. Oh my God, I thought I was the in the world. Shut up, Empress. Yes, I have two chinchillas, but I need to actually find them a new home. So if you live anywhere close to Chicago and you would like them, I have two girls, Hennessy and Mochi. I did not name them. You can have them. I tried it, Roxanne. My husband said no. We can't save all animals. See, Stormy, that's what my husband told me. And he didn't tell me just that shit about animals. He told me about people. He was like, Rox, you can't save her. I'm just like, but God be wanting me to try it. What the fuck? All I can do is succeed or fail, but that's why our husbands try to help us because people be wanting to help, you know what I mean? And I don't have a problem with helping. Okay, I'm moving soon. Okay, moving soon. If you still have them, I'll definitely take them. Oh my God, I'm in Chicago. I don't know where you are, but they have a four-story cage. It's a really nice cage. And if you DM me, just like, hey, it's me, I'll send you some pictures of them, or I'll video call you and turn the camera so you can see them. But I like animals. I'm an animal person. And my husband's a dog person because he grew up with dogs in the house and shit. And we had a dog when I was growing up. We had an Afghan. His name was Ali. And he was beautiful. He was black. He had the curly tail. And my parents got rid of him because my sister grabbed his balls and he bit her in the face. And he almost damn near took her eye out. And it didn't leave a scar or anything, but he fucked my sister up. She was little, you know what I mean? But then my sister had a dog and my other sister had a dog. And I just be having cats. Like when I lived in New York, when Craig and I were married, we had a Rottweiler, a Shetland sheepdog. The Rottweiler's name was Christine. The Shetland sheepdog, his name was Sydney. God rest his soul. Um, we had a rabbit and we had two ducks. Craig brought the ducks home. I don't know where he brought them home from. Craig was good for finding animals in places and taking them, like taking something out of his nest and shit and bringing it home. Craig brought a horse home. He said he just happened to find a horse. The horse got out of its enclosure. The nigga brought it to our house. You know, um, he brought somebody's American bulldog home. This niggas used to bring all sorts of animals to the house, but he was an animal type of nigga, but he didn't like cats. I done married two men who really ain't into cats. Now Craig liked cats, but he was allergic. Craig has, some skin issues, and he was just allergic to everything. If you said, he'd be like, oh, I'm allergic, but he was allergic to cat fur. Because if he wasn't allergic to cat fur, I would have had a cat. I would have had a cat, but I bought a bunny rabbit. I had all sorts of little shit. But I loved the fact that, he brought me two ducks home. We had an extra bathroom. We used to keep the ducks in the bathroom in the bathtub. We made a ramp for them and everything until they got big enough. We used to take them outside. Like dudes who only be like, before I got married, like only like pit bulls. I'm like, oh, I don't like you. And it's not that I don't like pit bulls. It's just like you only like one animal. Open your open your mind up. You know, I think I talked about this before on a live. There was a dude who lived in New York in Harlem. This motherfucker had a whole tiger in his house. They had to call a SWAT team and animal control to get the motherfucking tiger out. He lived in the motherfucking projects. He lived in the projects and had a tiger in his motherfucking house. And it just makes me feel like, how did that happen? Like, what? What happened? So he don't mind that I feed him. I mean, I'm happy your husband doesn't mind that you feed them. Oh, hold on, y'all. Hello? Why is this nigga hang up? He don't give me no time to answer the phone. Hey, how are nothing. I'm doing a live, but I'm going to tell everyone. Okay, but I'm going to talk about how your father brought the horse home. But you don't have to work tomorrow. Okay. Well, we're not doing anything. For real, for real. They're coming to do something to the ceiling in the hallway, and Ass and I are gonna go over to your grandmother's house because Caroline wants to bring her patio furniture out. So yeah, that's it. So just call me when you get up, but not like overly early, like not the time you get up. Okay. Did you get the pictures I sent you? Okay. Well, mommy loves you. All right, son. Bye. Ace is such a great kid. I gotta pee again because I'm drinking champagne. Excuse me. Your litter box is up here. Your litter box is in the lady lounge for now, while they're doing what they have to do. Okay? Whew. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Whew. Okay, so like I said, I've always been an animal lover, and I've only ever in my life hurt an animal one time. I so enjoy where I live. There's so many kinds of animals. And I'm happy for you. And I'm also jealous. I have no, I'm not jealous about other things, but like when people could be like around nature, I'd be like, I wish I could be around nature and live still in the city. Those two things just don't correlate. But I'll vicariously live through you, Stormy. So, 20 some years ago, in a land far, far away called Long Island. Oh, look at my cat. She wants some lip gloss. You want some lip gloss, honey? I had a neighbor, and my neighbor had this pit bull. We lived in a nice area, but this motherfucker used to jog, and we had this two-lane street right in front of our house. And this motherfucker used to jog with this pit bull, and he would have chains around him. And the dog was very aggressive, right? So one day, my oldest son had got off the bus. Stop it, stop it. So one day, my son got off the bus and he was coming up the driveway to come home. And my neighbor's pit bull, the motherfucker it was loose. It wasn't contained in the backyard where it's supposed to be. And I'm laying in bed and I'm hearing my son screaming. And I jumped up and I looked out the window and I see my son. He tearing ass up the driveway. I'm like, what the fuck? So I get up and I get to the front door. And as soon as I got to the front door, my son was getting ready to like run into the front door. I unlocked it and I snatched him in and I closed the door. The pit bull started hitting his head against my front door. I was like, what the fuck? And I knew whose dog it was. And I called my neighbor because where I lived in Long Island, they had a little community book. This ain't like it was like on YouTube or no shit like that, Facebook, Instagram. And I called, I was like, yo, your dog just chased my son. He was like, oh, I'm sorry. Let me come get the dog. I let it slide. The second time, their dog, this one I had my ducks, right? My ducks had got to be grown ducks. And I was in my kitchen. I was washing dishes and I had a sliding door right next to the sink. And out of this eye, and it was my right eye, my peripheral vision, I seen something run out my backyard. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought maybe it was a coyote. Because, out in Long Island, you got coyotes, you got foxes, you know what I mean? And then I ran up to my front and I seen the pit bull, the same pit bull that chased my son. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on in my backyard? How come I went to my backyard and that motherfucking dog killed one of my motherfucking ducks? I was like, what? I told, my kids, they hear me like, oh my God. My kids like, what's wrong, mommy? And I was just like, don't come out here. This motherfucker killed one of my ducks. The other duck, that motherfucker dipped off somewhere. She didn't get killed because it was two girl ducks, right? So I called my neighbor. Hi, how are you? It's Miss Mac. How are you? Your neighbor? Yeah. Your dog killed one of my ducks. How come that motherfucker was like, why do you have ducks? I was like, say word, this nigga just asked me why I got ducks. I was like, you need to get your dog. He's roaming around. He didn't say sorry. He didn't say my fault or let me get you another duck. It's like, okay. I got you. So my father-in-law at the time, he was diabetic. So I went to Craig's dad family's house where his mom and dad live. And my father-in-law always kept several vials of insulin. I stole one and a needle. I put it in my purse. And I was like, okay, let's chill with them. I left their house. I went to Wallbounds, New York grocery store. I bought a steak, not a big one. I just bought a nice size steak. I went home I warmed the steak up in a skillet with a little salt and pepper. Took the steak out, let it get to room temperature. Then I took the insulin. I filled up the needles, well, the one needle, and I just injected the steak. And then I cut across to my neighbors. This is in the middle of the night. The dog was locked up. I threw the steak over. The dog came out, took the steak, and went back wherever he came from. The next morning, I went up to the deli because I used to like to go get a breakfast sandwich, which is they call it a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll and a coffee. My neighbor was in there and he was like all upset. Everyone was like all crowded around him. And everyone's like, well, did he get hit by a car? And did this happen? He was like, I don't know. I found him dead this morning. And I walked over to him. I was like, what? I didn't have on any pearls at the time. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. He was like, yeah, we don't know what happened. I was like, that's really messed up. And then I was like, why don't you get a necropsy done on him? A necropsy is what you have done on animals. It's an animal autopsy. He was like, I'm not doing all of that. He might have got a whole like some rat poisoning or something like that. I was like, oh, oh. I was like, oh. That motherfucker never chased my kids or any of my children and never came in my backyard again. Now, I don't usually do things like that, but I'm not past shit like that because I just felt like he just wasn't caring enough about keeping hold of your dog. See, I will get rid of your dog. I'm probably not the best neighbor to have if you have a dog that you don't know how to control. I will end it. And I did. And I remember when I did it, I called my girlfriend. Oh, hold on. I called my girlfriend when I was doing it. And she'd be in my chat from time to time. She was like, oh, girl. She was like, you evil. Oh my God, Roxy, I have a story about my dog. Someone tried to poison her, but we trained our dog not to eat anything. But our dog was very loving. You let's try. Right. Unless you try to harm you all. And their dog just was, you know, this motherfucking dog. And they just had like a simple lock on their gate. You know, the little U-shaped lock that goes around the pole. This motherfucker knew how to jump up and knock it open and just go on about his business and be out here terrorizing the community. And nobody was gonna do anything about it. But you can't chase my child. I was like, okay. That was strike one. Strike two is the motherfucker killed my ducks. And I was just like, and he just didn't care. He was just like so nonchalant, like, oh, okay. No, sorry, nothing. Nothing. That's why I had to end his fucking dog. I'm not going to keep being scared. I remember getting my vehicle and the dog looking through the trees and shit. I'm like, this motherfucker look like you ready to bite me. I shouldn't have to call you all and tell you all to come get your fucking dog. Hi, princess. We have social lives. That's what you have to do. Our dogs don't mess with chickens. See, Stormy, I know where you live because you've told me before. You know, It's how you train your dog. It's plenty dogs that are on farms. My brother-in-law has a farm. He has dogs that like herd sheeps and watch the animals because at nighttime, like coyotes and shit try to like steal his chickens and shit like that. I'm cool with animals like that. But anytime you have an animal and I tell you, your animal, your dog chased my son. Your dog killed one of my pets and you don't have nothing to say. Nothing. Just like, okay, I'll come get him. The fuck? I'm gonna have to hurt your dog. Okay? Now, I am a Capricorn. If you have any Capricorns in your life, know that we quiet. We quiet. We're not gonna tell you we're gonna get you. We're gonna get you. It's just gonna be quiet. And this man just was not going to, and this before you needed insurance on pit bulls and all that shit. I'm just like, he just didn't care. And then I felt bad for the dog too, because he got chains and shit on the dog. You see him run down the little 2-lane road. He jogging with the dog. That dog, why are you training that dog like that? And I remember Craig was like, he trained that dog for dog fighting. And I didn't know nothing about no dog fighting. He was like, he trained him for dog fighting. I'm like, how you know? He was like, don't ask me no questions. I was like, okay. But he's like, he trained the dog for dog fighting. That's why the dog was so aggressive. But I felt like Craig should have said something. But Craig was working. He was on the road a lot. So I was at home with kids. And I was just like, I gotta kill this dog. Like, seriously, like, you know. And I did it. And I feel bad. But you're not gonna fuck with my kids. That's what you're not gonna do. I don't play that shit. I told you all a long time ago I got a girlfriend, her and her husband. They both doctors. And they have two German shepherds that they flew to Germany and bought from two different breeders. The dogs have never seen anyone outside the family other than the veterinarian, my girlfriend's father, and her husband's father, her father-in-law. Anytime people come to the house, they lock the dogs up in the basement. Even if you're bringing something to her door, my girlfriend, would put the dogs in the basement. And I was like, why can't we see the dogs? And she said, they're pets, but these are guard dogs. Shut up, cat. And she was just like, we don't want them to recognize anyone but the people who they know. Because if someone breaks in, which someone did break in their house once, what? She said they didn't want the dogs. Move, shut up. She said they didn't want the dogs to be familiar with people. That way they know to who attack. So during C-19, she was very busy. Her husband was very busy. And her children were doing online schooling. And since they were doctors, they would stay at their in-laws' house or her mother's house, whatever. So the house would be empty a lot. Because when him and her would come home, she would stay in one part of the house, he would stay in another. They would clean themselves, and then they would meet someplace else. You know what I mean? Because they were trying not to do, you know, the whole C-19 thing. So They left their house one day to go work, and the dude broke in. Now, Princess knows where this area is. It's called Beverly. And this guy broke into their house. The dogs weren't barking dogs. They just attack you. I never even heard this bitch dogs bark, right? So this guy broke in their house and the dogs attacked them. And I guess wherever he broke in, there must not have been an alarm on the window or whatever, but there was an alarm on the door. So the dogs fucked him up. They're like, just fucking him up. Dude, run. He run, he get out the house. The police get there, and then my girlfriend's father got there because he was like, I guess, an emergency person to call. She sent me the pictures. There was blood all over the place, blood going down the back porch, like blood droplets over the fence and shit. So apparently they found where dude broke in the crib. The police, they have a thing called a PAX line. And the PAX line, and this isn't any jurisdiction anywhere in the United States, they put things out to other police jurisdictions, county, local, other smaller towns like Naperville, Oak Brook, you name it, they put it out there. But they also, and this is what people don't be knowing, they also put shit out to the hospitals. Be on the lookout for anyone who shows up with dog bites. This motherfucker, the next day, I guess the dogs must have really fucked him up. And he tried, I guess, help himself and try to, clean the wounds, but the nigga was hurting bad. And he had a broken hand. Motherfucker crushed a bone in his hand or some shit. Because he must have been trying to, like, get off me, get off me. And, and bit him and broke his fucking hand. The motherfucker goes to a hospital here in Chicago called Roseland. He shows up at Roseland. Hi, Miss Mary D. He shows up at Roseland and they get him in the back. They're treating him. And they see these are apparent puncture wounds from a dog. They called the police. Police got there. They detained him. The evidence technicians came. I don't know what they did, but they were holding him, but not on that. On a completely different crime. Nigga had warrants out for his arrest. The worst hospital in the city. Yeah, but they did their job. So they were holding him on something unrelated, but he couldn't make bond, right? They did. They swabbed the blood, apparently, at the house and matched it up to his blood. He got popped. Now, Roseland, I'm not going to say it's the worst hospital. Because a lot of people get to Roseland and they make it. But they seen what happened on the PAX line and they this motherfucker got dog bites. And he got arrested and they held him. They held him. Now my friends, they redid windows and shit. They got all sorts of cameras sitting on high, sitting on low. And those two same dogs. Now, they breed those two dogs, okay? So if anyone ever wants a German Shepherd, full breed, mom and daddy from Germany, and they only give the dog commands, the like inner family, they give the dog commands in German. Because I was talking to her one day on the phone, right? And we were just talking on the phone, and I was on my house phone like this. And she was like, Platz, Platz. I was like, who are you telling to sit, sit? The bitch didn't know that I spoke a little German. She was like, how do you know that? I was like, girl, long story. And, I was like my grandmother, basically. And she was just like, "Oh, you know German? So you know Platz means sit, 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 Platz." And I was like, "Girl." And that's when I found out that her and her husband and their kids and the father-in-laws only give the dogs commands in German. So, they around that motherfucker's fecking the bitch real heavy. They tell the dogs attack all sorts of shit in German. I'm like, and the dogs are beautiful, beautiful. But these motherfuckers, you have to pay for one of the pups. They send those motherfuckers to the veterinarian, everything. $7,000, $8,000 a dog. I'm just saying, do you want a dog, bitch? I can't afford no motherfucking $7,000 dog. I mean, I could, but I don't. Nah, I don't need all that. You can get a fucking 9 millimeter locker Beretta for way less than that shit. Don't nobody have time. But yeah, they're real serious dog breeders. But my brother-in-law, my husband's brother, he has a farm and he breeds pit bulls. But these pit bulls, they're from a pit bull line called Blue Steel. And, I just be like, I ain't on all that. That's why I just fuck with cats. Ain't that right, honey? Cats, small animals. I ain't got time for that. Would teach the dog. Fucked would. Wait, effed would teach the dog German and Spanish. Oh, who who I think you talking about? Cause y'all had some beautiful dogs. But you supposed to like teach a dog a different language. The one of the worst of hospitals, Jackson Park and St. Bernard's. I mean, but if you can get there and they can patch you up into like a Stroger, a Northwestern, or a Chrysler pick you up, then I guess, oh, I gotta sneeze, y'all. Oh, excuse me. And you know what, Princess? That's so crazy because he would teach those dogs German and Spanish. But that's just the type of brother he is. But he getting in. Oh, gotta sneeze. I got another one coming. Okay. Oh, I have a blow my nose now. Oh shit, I almost fell. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Oh. Sorry about that. Like, that was so weird. I just sneezed like a million fucking times. I don't like sneezing like that, so this is what I use when I sneeze too many times because sneezing is gross. Oh, 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 wait. Oh my God, y'all. I feel so much better now. Oh, 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 wee. Hey, Aston, Aston, can you come open up the lady lounge window? I caught some like dust or something in my nose. It was gross. Okay, I feel better now. I had to clean my nose. Always remember, you guys, even if you're not a sneezer, but you have allergy problems or something, which I don't have, my cat litter box is in the lady lounge because there's some work getting done tomorrow. Um, Always get Arm& and Hammer Simply Saline spray for your nose. When I left my glasses, this shit was just tragic. Mm, thanks, thanks. I just sneezed like 10 times. Yeah, crazy. Can you get my eyeglass? That's enough. Can you get my eyeglasses out the bedroom and can you get me a cigarette out my side drawer? Um, oh my God, this just threw my whole mood off. I can't see when saying I'm blind. Oh my God, that's fucked up. I can't see anything. I'm one of those people like in the movies, like their glasses get knocked off their face and they really need their glasses really bad. Thank you, son. Okay, do I have a white thing here? Thank you, son. I appreciate you. Okay. Ah, I can see y'all. Why do you put your head back? Because I sent you my allergy. Ouch. Oh, I gotta get my nails done tomorrow. Um, because when you're putting the saline spray in your nose, they tell you to tilt your head back. Because when you tilt your head back, it washes the sinuses out, like in the back, underneath your eyes. Because, eye, ear, nose, and throat. A lot of people don't know that, when you are And Princess knows because she's an allergy person. You know, when you have bad allergies, they send you to an eye, ear, nose, and throat person. And one of my former neighbors, who was an eye, ear, nose, and throat doctor, is the one who put me up on the saline spray. And they put me up on the saline spray during C-19. And she was just like, oh, yeah, when you go grocery shopping or if you go anywhere, as soon as you come home, wash your hands and irrigate your nose. And she told me to put it up in your nose and tilt your head back so it can get way back up in there and blow your nose. And it, with it being saline salt, it can like counteract some shit. So that's why I tilt my head back, you know. But oh, that was just horrible, you guys. I'm so sorry. Pardon the interruption. But yeah, and thank you for the blessings, Princess. Now back to these hospitals that Princess put up there. Jackson Park, St. Bernard's. I grew up in the South Shore area. And back in the days, Jackson Park, it was fucked up, but it wasn't as fucked up as it is now because now they send like the mentally challenged people there. My doctor said different. Okay, okay. And that's your doctor, girl. I'm not gonna even question what your doctor say. That's your doctor. But my neighbor told me different. And it be working for me. Um, Jackson Park now, they just seeing like crazy people there. Like, but I'm not gonna call them crazy. People with problems, mental problems, they send them there. Now, where I live, Princess knows where it is. I'm surrounded by one, two, three, four hospitals. Wait. Mhm. Yeah, four hospitals. Wait, let me recount. Five. Okay, so I'm just gonna go back to four. I said something else for the throat. Let it run out. I might try that too, but then I would have to do it over the sink. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't like to see snot come out my nose. It's just really, really gross. It's really gross. That's why I didn't get I had a neti pot, and they told me like with the neti pot, you put the neti pot up there and like, and then you like, no, no. I just like to do the saline, hold it back, bobble my head, give my nose a good blow, and I feel better. But every day I sneeze, maybe every other day I sneeze about 7, 8 times. Not much come down. You naughty girl. But you know, I live over here by all these hospitals, so I've always told my husband, I've told my kids, if I got into a medical emergency, give me one of these hospitals over here, because we do have a trauma unit. Get me stabilized and transfer me to Northwestern. Okay. I've had children in Northwestern. I've had um a hernia repaired. I had an umbilical hernia. I had that repaired at Northwestern. I got my boobs done in Northwestern. You know, that's our family hospital. And I just feel like if it's good enough for the governor and all the mayors in Chicago, it's good enough for me. And I've been going there a long time, a long time. Their bedside manner is stellar, very stellar. I just like the hospital. And my insurance will cover transportation for me to get there as long as my primary care physician says bring her here. Give me a bed, take me to Northwestern. Seriously. Now, where I live, there's a hospital called Stroger. Before it was Stroger, it was called Cook County Hospital. just regular Cook County, and it was the number one trauma unit in the United States. Anyone who was trying to be a doctor and you had to do your rotation down here, you became a thorough motherfucker. Because at one time, there was only Stroger and Northwestern University as far as level 4 trauma units. Now they have one at the University of Chicago. They also have did a level 4 trauma unit at well, there's been one at Little Company of Mary, and there's one at damn, I forgot the name of that hospital. I used to live right over there because it's so much going on in Chicago. There's so many shootings. Christ, exactly. Um, but that was that hospital that I lived over on California, 67 over Marquette Park area. I forgot the name of the hospital, Holy Cross. They turned Holy Cross into a level 4 trauma unit because of the amount of gunshot victims that they were getting in the area. To get them over to Christ, that's a nice ride. That's a matter of life and death when you can have a trauma unit blocks away. The problem with trauma units are the amount of money, not little company. You're right. You're right. It's crisis. You're right. It wasn't Little Company, Mary. Um, the problem with traumas, a lot of people, and I'm not trying to be mean, who take a bullet. You better survive between going to Christ now. Hello, if you're on the south side, girl, yes. And if you over here, you want to go over to Stroger, or if they can get you down Northwestern, get you down Northwestern. But the thing about it is, when a body sustains a trauma and a person doesn't have insurance, let's say you survive and they can get you stable, but you critical. Just your emergency room visit, that shit already probably at $100,000. But then you got to factor in if they got to call in like a thoracic doctor, which is a doctor who cracks the chest. Now you bring in another $100,000. And a lot of these people who are out here doing some bullshit and they get popped, these motherfuckers ain't got no insurance. Okay? But they had to do what the community needs by putting more trauma units on the south side. I live west. We best trauma unit right down the street. Hell, the other night a cop got shot. And I was on the phone with Prince. I was like, bitch, it was helicopters and police racing down the street. And I looked at my thing, my Citizen app, and a cop got shot. These are places that you want to go. You know, um, if you fucked up like that, you just want to get anywhere where you can possibly survive. But Jackson Park, St. Bernard's ain't one of 'em. I went to St. Bernard's, and it's a long time ago, and I had insurance. I went there 2 times. The first time I went there, Aston was playing in the backyard with his friends, someone's backyard, like 2, 3 houses over, and he busted his chin. And he bleeding, nigga leaking like a motherfucker. He's like, I know me and his daddy were like, and we were just like, I was like, Jay, we gotta get him to the hospital. We put ass in the car. I'm sitting in the back seat, holding his head back and shit. And I was like, baby, this is the time that you have to use your police privilege. This is when he worked at Inglewood. I was like, that was your district. As a matter of fact, that might have still been his district. And actually it was. Before he moved to a specialized unit. We got over there, he knew all the nurses. That's when I was like, mm-hmm, I see you. He got in that motherfucker and say, hey, my son busted his chin. They took him straight back. I was like, oh, that turned me on. But they got him straight to the back. They didn't even have to stitch him. They cleaned it and they glued his chin and put some shit on it like this. And he was good. We was home in 30 minutes. I was like, I'm sorry for y'all motherfuckers. I gotta sit in this motherfucker. Peace out. But we did that. But a lot of these young cats out here who are just doing too much. These motherfuckers ain't got insurance. And they out here getting popped at. And then, they still get paid. State funding and shit like that. The doctors get paid. But that shit's crazy. That shit's crazy. You know, hospital costs be crazy. My mother, Princess knows very few people know. My mother's hospital bill, but she has excellent insurance. If she didn't have insurance, her bill for the month that she was in the hospital for everything she had, it's like $1 million fucking dollars. Seriously. You know, God bless insurance. You know, I but I also feel like, oh, Mount Sinai, that's another level 4 trauma unit. And what's so fucked up about Mount Sinai, y'all? I drive past there when I'm going to Sam's Club or when I'm going to do my laundry. They have a gate, like a 10-foot, 11-foot gate, tall and motherfucker. And one time, they used to be able to let the family in. They don't even let the family in. When gunshot victims show up, the ambulance will pick them up, and they have to keep the family on the other side of the gate because motherfuckers would be fighting. And they would try to fight the doctors. And I always wondered, like, why y'all trying to fight the doctors? They trying to do what they need to do to save this person. And they want to get in there once, because my husband used to have to, escort ambulance to places, and they'd be like, yeah, you get there and they be mad because they loved one didn't make it. And they be ready to beat up the doctors, the nurses, and the police and shit like that. And I'm just like, who does that? My living room is full of stuff now. What's wrong, honey? What's wrong? Come out. Come out. This is my living room, my dining room right now. It's really full because we're getting some work done. But yeah, my husband said they would be ready to like beat up the police and all sorts of shit. I'm like, what? I just never understood that. Like, I'm not, I don't know, I'm not into like tacky shit. If they're trying to help your loved one, doctors and the nurses. Oh, look at my cat. Get out my spot. Come on, move. Move. Doctors and nurses are trying to help. They're not trying to like hurt your loved one. But, motherfuckers, they'll cut up, like Jay was like, they had to arrest people trying to get into the hospital to get to a loved one. They got this person's chest cracked open and they're doing heart massages right now. What the fuck what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You know, but this is my city and I love it. I love, love, love Chicago. And like I told you all earlier today, I want to get out. I want to get out in the summer and enjoy the city that I love. I be scared. But one thing I am going to do, Princess is a FOID card owner and a concealed carry. And I am too. And I'm going to do my sister a solid. I did not get her official graduation gift. But if she want to, I'll take you somewhere and get your pew pew. Now, I can't get you no $1,000 pew pew, but I'll get you a good starter pew pew. Because I carry damn near everywhere I go. It actually depends on my purse and my coat. Coat in the winter, purse in the summer. I got to give me something small, y'all. I got to give me like something the size of this. So I can just I can even put that motherfucker right here. I got to give me something small because I ain't got nothing small. But I ain't trying to play with people. And I ain't trying to have nobody playing with me over the summer. I want to go outside and have a good time. I'm 54. I lost 55 pounds. My good girlfriend, sister friend, done graduated from college. She got her degree. She moving on with shit. She thinking about going to get more. I'm trying to enjoy my city. Spend a little change and mind my motherfucking business. Have some cocktails, hors d'oeuvres, talk shit, and swallow spit. But please do not ever get it fucked up. If your baby roll up on me, and they on some bullshit. We can both go out in a blaze of glory, motherfucker, because I ain't going down for nothing. You put something to my head, I'm going to put something to your stomach. And a lot of people be feeling like, oh, if a person gets shot in their stomach, they'll be okay. Nah. Mm-mm. You have something in your stomach called an arterial artery, and that runs up your leg. From your leg all the way up down here in your legs, that's where the femoral artery is. And it rolls up to your stomach and it connects. It's a big ass motherfucking vein and the shit go all the way up to your heart. Motherfucker, all it take is one little nick of that shit. I mean a nickety split. And the motherfucker gone. I want to enjoy my city. And I've tried time and time again to enjoy my city without carrying my pew pew pew. But I'm not doing it this summer. No, I'm gonna make sure my girl is good. Hell, she can buy one of mine, $100, $200, Princess, because we got a lot of Glocks and Berettas. My brother had surgery last year. What? My brother had surgery on that last year. Yes, yes. People be thinking, oh, I just shoot somebody in their leg, or I just shoot them in their foot. No. I had a good friend. God rest his soul. I'm not going to say his name because people probably know who his father is. Motherfucker took a 22 to the leg, in and out. Passed my girl, Princess, 79th and Colfax. Out of here. That was like 19. Cut it out, cat. Cut it out. That was like 1999. And motherfuckers like, but what happened? What happened? People calling me where I was living. I was just like, and they were like, he got shot in the leg, hit that femoral artery. Out of here. I'm just not playing any games this summer, but I want to be able to go out. I want to be able to kick it with my good girlfriend and have a good time. I live in an area, it's 3 million motherfucking bars and restaurants. I want to have a good time, but I'm not fucking with nobody. Mm-mm. And one of the reasons, summertime, I'm usually not carrying because I don't have the right carrying mechanism. But now that I lost weight, they got a thing that look like a little body strap to go around you. I'm going to get that motherfucker. I'm not playing with nobody. Roll up and get your shit pushed back. That's just where I am right now. There's only one motherfucker in this house who don't have that concealed carry or a Ford card. That's Maddie. And I'm gonna work on her shit this summer. Mm-hmm. The whole house gonna be able to blow. Mm-mm. You just get tired of motherfuckers motherfucking. And I don't want to hurt nobody. But I promise you on every motherfucking thing I love that's true and holy. If I'm out, if I'm out with my husband, I ain't got to worry about shit because he going to take you down. But if me and my kids, Aston just took the police test on Saturday. Y'all pray that he pass. And then there's just old Roxanne. I will put you down. I'm not even playing. Like people be talking about somebody might, what if somebody come to my door? Papa. That's where I am right now. I'm not playing with nobody. I ain't gonna allow nobody to disturb my peace. My ultimate goal is when I leave this motherfucking house, I want to get back here. Laying in this same position. I can see my kids, my husband, talk shit, good shit with y'all. But boy, oh boy, Princess got her shit. I gotta get my baby girl right. I gotta get my baby girl right. Cause Princess like to be out. She does functions and stuff. I don't need nobody rolling up. But I always tell people, you don't want to have to pop nobody. But trust and believe me, if I poison a dog and I'm an animal lover, I will lay you down and surely where the fuck you stand. You know, it's about surviving. But I'm not gonna let this summer in Chicago go by and I don't enjoy my motherfucking self. So, for anybody in Chicago, the greater metropolitan area, if you got a son, a daughter, niece, nephew, grandbaby, you better keep that motherfucker away from me. Because I'm going to lay him down. I'm trying to have a good time, trying to stick around. I got a husband. I got children. I got grandbabies. I got my mama, my sisters, my nephew, my niece, my brother-in-laws, and my host of good girlfriends. And we got a lot of living to do. But I'm not going to let um shit stop me this summer. I sat in the house all last summer. Princess, let's go, let's go, let's go. And I'm like, nope, it ain't happening this summer. I don't give a fuck. I can go someplace and they have a little sign on the door like no pew pew. If I gotta go to a place, I gotta walk through a metal detector, I'm not going. I'm bringing my shit on purse and body. I don't give a fuck. I'm tired. Ooh. Oh, my cat's cleaning her ass. Look, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not playing this summer. I want to have a good time with my girlfriends and hang out. Oh, okay. What are you building?
Gundam.
Where is it? You have to glue it?
Mm-mm. It's like a puzzle piece.
Damn, this is all the pieces
Yep.
for one thing?
Yep. And it took 8 hours. Ever since I got home, I was doing that. I was doing that while what's it called?
All this goes on one?
Yep.
On that one thing right there?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Are you following the instructions?
I had. Yeah.
And all this still goes on there?
I got extra parts.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
you didn't put a fitted sheet on your bed?
Uh, Look, I just forgot. I didn't care to put one on.
Okay. Yeah, but that's basically how I want my summer to go. I want my summer to be fun and fantastic. And I don't want to have to pop nobody's motherfucking child, a young adult, or nobody. I just be really honest to God, wanting people just to let people be. Hey, Aston,
Yep.
do you think tomorrow, if you don't mind, can you go with me to your grandmother's house?
I don't.
Because your Aunt Caroline needs help. Okay, thanks.
Hmm.
Well, don't stay up. When do you go back to work?
Uh, Wednesday.
Okay, well, don't stay up all night doing that.
I'm not.
I'm gonna curse your brother out.
For not being here.
Yeah, I'm really gonna fucking curse him out. Really fucking bad. Here, open this. Boy, you becoming a professional champagne opener around this motherfucker. All right. All right, all right, all right. Did I tell you all these fucking $50 house shoes that I bought at Whole Foods are tearing on the right side? And I'm wondering, like, would it be tacky if I take them back and be like, hey, you guys, I spent $50 on these house shoes and they're falling apart. I'm gonna call Whole Foods tomorrow and ask them. Because I don't want to do anything that's too tacky. But no, back to my whole thing I was saying about just going out this summer. Princess is a very busy woman, but she always invites me somewhere, and I've been like, no, no. Last summer, it's not happening this summer. No, not this summer. I'm going out. I'm going out with my cousin Tara, who you all met earlier. I'm going out with Princess. I'm going out. And I'm going to show you all the side of my shoe. It's so horrible. Mm, shit. Hi, honey. Okay. Hold on. Here's the shoe. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to complain. Like, seriously, I'm going to complain. I usually don't complain about shit, but I feel like I have to complain about that. I didn't snag it on anything, nothing. And the motherfucking shoe broke. When I finish designing this chip bag, I'm getting ready to go to bed. Okay, baby. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait. What time is it? It's 12:09. I have shit to do, but not really. These people are coming to do this hallway and the whatchamacallit. Delicioso. But yeah, I'm just, this is June 2nd, 2025. I just want to have a nice summer. That's it. But I'm not limiting myself this summer. I'm for the streets, but not in the like for the streets way. I'm just, I'm for the streets this summer. My husband works a lot. And when we go out, we go out. But most of all, we just like to be in the house watching TV. But when he busy, I'm going out. I'm going to explore things this summer. I want to go to the Museum of Surgery. I want to go to our Museum of Modern Art. What else do I want to do this summer? I want to go on the Ferris wheel at Navy Pier. There's a few things I want to do this summer, and I'm very excited. So wherever I go, y'all will go with me. So I'm excited about that. But I have to be able to, it's like I get up in the morning and I be like, mm-mm. Oh, hoping my titty didn't fall out. I wake up and I be stretched and I get up, I brush my teeth, I wash my face. If I need to take a shower, I take a shower. I take my 5 milligram amlodipine. I get my coffee and I get back in bed and I find the Law and Order and I literally just be in this motherfucker like this all day. Talking on the phone, talking shit. But I'm not doing that this summer in Chicago. I'm up and out. So hopefully I could take you all on some field trips this summer. We can go eat. And always remember, if you're ever in the Chicago area, DM me. Be like, hey, bitch, I'm here. And we can link and we can go out and we can have a good time. Because that's one thing about me. I do know how to show a motherfucker a good time. So that's it. Thank you for letting me rant. Thank you for being here with me. This whole live started off because Val was being a fucking jerk about cats. And look where it all turned to. I learned that Stormy and, hold on, Empress, especially Empress, likes cats. I'm holding Empress to sending me pictures of her cats, all 6 of them. I want to thank everyone who stopped by the Lady Lounge this evening. Starting off with my little big sister, House of the Princess. If you have not already followed her, please follow her, House of the Princess. And she has a birthday coming up. She is a beautiful Gemini. She's my Gemini flower. I love her. Thank you. And let me just do a little lightweight scrolling. I would like to thank Stormy Seas today. Thank you for stopping by. And I love that you're an animal lover. Miss Mary D, thank you. I'm sorry I did not see you earlier. Thank you so much for stopping by. You are miraculous. I'm not. Empress, thank you for stopping by. And do not forget to send me the pictures of the cats. I'll be upset if you don't. I feel like I need to brush my teeth, you all. My mouth feels nasty. Sparkle, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate that. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Brother Logic, thank you so much for stopping by. And, you know, Ja's a really deep brother. He's good people. He's good people. Val, the cookout. Thank you, Val, with your mean ass for stopping by. I appreciate you. Uh, Val, you know, Val be real mean. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, but I ain't gonna throw sis under the bus. But that motherfucker mean. I still love her though. Love a long time. I just wish she was just more animal friendly. Thank you, Gina 380. Thank you so much for stopping by. And thank you, Mr. So Debonair. The debonair man flying high in the sky. Thank you so much. May later on today, because it's a new day in Chicago, may later on today in this week bring you all nothing but happiness, peace, safety, prosperity. Block all negativity, block every negative motherfucker, and be kind to someone, even if being kind to someone is yourself. Sip that tea. So, on that note, I love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for driving with me to the graduation. Thank me driving to the dinner. Thank you for now. I appreciate everyone who has supported me today. You all are beautiful. You rock out with your cock out. Thank you so much. And I will talk to you, beautiful ones, later on today. Good night.